Pop culture made me do it, analyzing mass media and multimedia. The magazine, pop culture magazine I chose to do for analyzing for this project was Us Weekly. It's an entertainment news magazine filled with a bunch of celebrity gossip, a lot of pop culture trends. The target audience for this magazine is women from 25 to 40. You could definitely tell by a lot of the ads in it what the target audience was. Middle class women seemed to be who the editors and such were speaking to. It seemed like a lot of the ads all had the same kind of trend about bettering your outer appearance. They were selling products to make you look younger, and a lot of the gossip kind of seemed to fill to the stereotype of women just being at home and I guess not having time to do anything else but watch what's trending with celebrities. I'm not sure, I've never read one of these magazines until I did this. I think it really gives women an ugly portrayal. It seems to speak to a lot of insecurities that women have by selling items that promise you a better face, a better body. It seems that a lot of the gossip speaks to people that maybe are bored, that aren't doing anything else with their time, portrays women as being unhappy. There's a lot of weight loss ads in there. And I also kind of think it speaks to an old stereotype about housewives sitting around and gossiping. It just really said a lot of negative things about strangers that some people I've never even heard of, and it seemed to be really intimate details about their lives. And I'm not really kind of gives me a picture of the women that do buy these magazines and read them. And I think that the magazine does a good job of feeding into those stereotypes. The first couple of ads in the magazine, as you could see, and I mentioned, one was about losing weight. They're telling women that you need to lose weight to be healthy. That it's your outer appearance that makes you healthy, and not talking about nutrition or a balanced diet or exercising. It was saying, take this pill and you'll be healthier and you'll lose weight. Another ad was about a facelift, because you're getting old and you need to have, lift your face with this magic serum and you'll feel better. And the verbiage underneath that said, you'll feel more beautiful, vibrant. And was another ad just to fix your physical exterior. And I think that says a lot about our culture these days and the women that are reading these magazines, or anybody that's reading these magazines. There was another magic pill offered. And again, it's discriminating against the whole process of aging, that taking away from life being a journey of something that could be beautiful, and a culture that really encourages women to grow old and embrace it and embrace those experiences. It kind of says, let's stop the process. If you take these, we could stop the process, and it fills in with the other ads that were already previously mentioned. Again, a lot of anti-aging. There was a whole spread of just the top 5 anti-aging solutions, and those again were telling people physicality is where beauty is, and here's some more products you could buy to stop aging. There's another skinny ad about liquid drops to lose weight, but it's offering you to lose weight at £1 a day, and that is not healthy at all. And one of the final ad was another anti-aging product. So it makes me feel sad for this culture, this group of women that are reading these magazines and are being told that they need to stop aging or do whatever they can to prevent aging, and the kind of impression that's going to leave on other generations, and really not understanding where this magazine's going with telling women that we need to not age. I think the first concept that this magazine relates to is material culture. I know material culture a lot of times relates to artifacts, and that's good correlation there, but it also said in the book that it can be any physical thing that people create to use or appreciate. And I think that these serums, these anti-aging serums, have been man-created, and there's a lot of money in that beauty of anti-aging industry, and kind of says a lot about that's materialistic, that we want, that money is spent on these creams. One of those creams is over $100, and it's just this physical cream that you're going to put on your face, and society will accept you better because society wants a more youthful appearance, apparently, is kind of what I took away from what the magazine was trying to sell me. And I think that speaks a lot about a particular group of, aging women, that class right there, when you're the 30s and 40s, that you're getting a little bit older, and they speak, I think, to those vulnerabilities. Another one I really thought had a strong correlation was Freud's self theory, and that was that individual's conscience and reflexive experience of personal identity separates and distincts from individuals. It is our experience that is different from all other people, whether it is positive and negative. And again, I think that's kind of the negative experience that it's saying women are having as we're aging. It's your own personal identity and how you're seeing yourself, and there's a lot of people out there seeing themselves as growing older or wanting to be more beautiful or skinnier, and I think that self speaks a lot and goes along with his theory of the unconscious mind. And I also think that impression management, we work so hard as a society in general to give a good first impression, whether it's at job or it's at school. We make that effort to control this impression that we make to make sure it's a positive one when we meet other people. We desire to almost formulate how others can view us in the situations, and present ourselves as maybe not being something we're not, but making sure we put all of our best characteristics forward and hide our flaws, whether it's needing to lose a pound or aging, and going back to kind of what the magazine was telling the Society of Women, and just saying, like, this is what you need to make a good first impression, and putting that pressure of, I guess, just youth. Another concept was when we were reading about peers in the book, that peer groups are groups of people who are about the same age and similar social characteristics. And that spoke so true to this magazine. It's women that are all in the same group and all have similar social characteristics, and they're feeling this pressure and this need to fit in to this anti-aging society. And I think it is overwhelming. It's overwhelming to me, and I was just reading that. I really did never thought of, needing to stop aging and to really try to keep my face looking youthful. I never thought about it. But I could feel, I can relate or share just feeling sad about that need to fit in, maybe not in the anti-aging aspect, but just in other social aspects. So I think that really correlated a lot to what this magazine said. And then mass media, it's the role as one of the most significant sources of socialization. It definitely is very recent. I think social media, obviously Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, a lot of those give written media, what these magazines are, that we looked at a new outlet to start advertising on. And I think that just creates such a higher social pressure, especially for this group of women that was targeted by Us Weekly. And it's such a huge platform, and it seems to not be using in such a positive way. It could definitely be used to create a better self-image for women. And these are the references I used from the book that we're using. Thank you for listening to my presentation, and I hope you have a good evening.